Hello there everyone, I'm Cloud Nebula and today I welcome you to Blackout, a horror, adventure, text-based indie game. It should be very nice and interesting and scary adventure, dark, mooded, just like me today, so I'm perfectly suited for the events that will happen in here. Made by me, Chimera, look at that, how cute their avatar is. Nothing like the horrors we're gonna face in this story. Let's see what perversion and gory and crazy animals will meet, just kind of like this snake eye or chicken eye. I don't know, being in an egg, it could be anything, even a chicken. Let's start with this. Very scary chickens though. Okay, we will select the chapter. Let's go into the alley, taxi, church, hospital, diner. Okay, we can explore a few places. So, since it will be a very nice and chilling adventure, 11:23 p.m. at Dock Street, New Wenders. This will be a chilling adventure in both the senses. I suggest you pick up something to drink and then sit back, put your feet on the desk, if it's yours. If it's not, probably it's considered quite rude. And let's start with this. Also, I'm just out of quite a cold and throat ache, so my voice has the perfect pitch, dark and soothing for the experience. Look at that, I have not a very particularly cool pajama. I don't like much this color, but okay, I won't challenge you. And I just pissed blood, or maybe I drank too much wine and I wasted it, god damn it. You know you're too drunk when you can't hold the booze you're taking along with you. Okay. So kids and ladies, let's start. The alley. You find yourself wandering on a dark street in the middle of the night. You can't remember how you got here, nor what you were doing before. There is not a soul in sight. The street is poorly illuminated and has lots of trash strewn about. You are sure you have never been to this part of town before, and as you hear a noise in the alley nearby, you start wishing it had stayed that way. What can I choose? Ignore and walk down street, check the alley. That could be useful. Hide. If you give me the option to hide, I suppose it will be foolish of me not to follow your instinct. Okay, -1 courage. Okay, well, I prefer having less courage than usual, which is not much as ordinary, but I rather stay alive. That's my courage, what needs in my life, I suppose. Else it's kinda useless. Hide. You get cover on a nearby doorstep, merging yourself in the darkness, and patiently wait while your heartbeat goes faster and louder by the minute. Am I supposed to feel safer, actually? Okay. After a few moments waiting, you feel safe to leave your hiding spot. Maybe it was just a hobo trying to find a place to sleep, or a dog searching for some food. And now we establish the persona of, how was he called? Lion the Courage, the cowardly dog. Look at that, we are just like him. Okay, what can you do? Walk down the street and check the alley. Okay, I'd rather check the alley. Let's see what's on here. You cautiously approach the dark alley, looking for the source of the noise, while still wondering where the sudden courage for this came from. The alley is very narrow, and you can tell how deep it goes, beyond the point where the darkness swallows everything. There are lots of cardboard boxes and garbage cans all over, some randomly placed or turned over. Litter covers the floor, just like my town city. In the right places, in most places actually. Rome is a very beautiful city, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, maybe even the most beautiful actually, but there's lots of garbage, because I don't want to talk about it, as will arrest me. As you step over the first boxes, you feel a putrid acid smell that appears to come from the turned garbage can just ahead. The bad smell gives you an uneasy feeling and makes you reconsider whether it is such a good idea to walk into a dark alley in a desert street in the middle of the night. Well, you know, once I'm here, I better enjoy the view and the experience actually, so I'll go ahead. Let's see. +1 courage, okay, I recovered that. Probably I will lose my life, But see, I will. How was the saying? Like, it's better to live one day standing instead of 100 on your knees. Well, I mean, even if you're giving blowjobs, probably it's better to live 100 days actually. So at least you can try to spend some days standing up, I guess. By the way, this is not rated for kids, as I said before. I never said that. Okay, going on. You keep on going, one nervous step at a time. As you get closer, the stench gets even stronger. It definitely comes from that turned garbage can, but you did not hear anything since you started walking into the alley. Maybe whoever made the noise heard you coming and left, or is waiting for you hidden in the darkness somewhere, or maybe it was just your imagination playing tricks after all. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do some impression of Vincent Price. Poorly impression of him, but I'll still try. Okay, let's see. Let's sneak around. I don't want to be like jump into the action yet. Let's check out a little bit more. You try your best to be quiet, but every now and then you step on a broken glass, fuck, or stumble on plastic bottles that you are unable to avoid due to the darkness. Usually it would not mean such much noise, but anything sounds extremely loud in the still of the night. You finally get to the other side of the trash can, apparently without warning anything or anyone. If it says apparently, I'm pretty sure I've alerted all the monsters in the alley. It's like if there's Jack the Ripper, werewolves, whatever, I just call all of them at the same time. Perhaps they will be so busy killing each other that they will leave me alone. Who knows? Gathering courage, you lean your head and peek inside the can. The putrid smell makes you feel nauseated right away, and you must hold your breath so you can stand it long enough to take a look. At first all you can see is darkness, but then a pair of eyes emerge. No more than 1 foot away from your face, both orange with a black slit in the middle, glaring right at you. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then the tune cut in. Okay, I want to keep looking. If there's really them, I'm gonna be curious about it. Keep looking. -1 sanity. Okay, there goes my sanity. Again, better to lose sanity than your life, probably. Could it be a cat? The eyes certainly resemble one, but you have never seen such bright eyes, like they're emanating light. Something you might see on a cartoon or a Tim Burton movie. You keep... a Tim Burton movie? So we are nowadays. Okay, I thought we were in the past. Okay, never mind. Or maybe Tim Burton somehow managed to turn back in time, or maybe in these times he's actually a puppeteer. He does shows on the streets, perhaps? No, movie. Ah, shit. Well, nonetheless, you keep still, staring right into the creature's eyes, and you have a feeling deep inside that something is wrong. Whatever that thing is, it is not natural, and this makes you feel helpless and small, just a fragile human being. I'm sure pretty soon I'll be a fragile corpse being, I guess. Okay, it was a cat. God damn it, it can't be a little bit monster cat. I'm ought to be scared. Suddenly you feel a burning pain on your face, and then you realize the thing jumped at you so quick that you couldn't see it coming. You lose your balance and fall back, landing on a pile of junk and making a lot of noise. You stay down for a while, recovering from the shock. The thing is nowhere to be seen. The thing, I'm pretty sure it was a cat, unless we have monsters that has the sound of a cat, but they're not. Maybe they are wild pussies, and you gotta think about this joke for a while. As you prepare to stand up, you see a window lighting up on the left wall, shedding sunlight on the alley, just enough so you can see that the thing dropped something on your chest when it jumped over you. It just took a dump of me, don't you? A severe human hand! Tan tan tan! I want to have the sound effect. Tan tan tan! Examine the hand or throw it away. I'm a detective instinct, so let's go with examining the hand. You get closer to the severed hand, feeling the putrid smell stronger than ever. It looks like it has been decomposing for a few days now. It is possible to identify the bones in several spots, the flesh probably bitten off by small rodents, so it will be as hygienic as fuck. Despite that, you can tell it is probably a woman's hand, given the small size and thin fingers. One thing, though, draws your attention above all, a shiny gold ring on the hand's middle finger. She was giving the middle finger to someone, in a very rich and classy way, the gold ring. That's tickering. I want to see where we're heading to. I want to solve the mystery if I can. Take the ring. Watching closely, you can see the white little worms walking all over the hand, coming in and out through small holes, probably made by themselves. You quickly try to think of a way to pull out the ring without touching the hand. Huh. That's interesting. I can either use a scrap of paper or use a broken glass to cut off the thing. I don't want to perpetrate something on the corpse, so I'd rather use a scrap of paper. Let's see if this works. You grab a newspaper sheet off the floor and tear it into two pieces, using one to hold the hand and the other to wrap around the finger and pull the ring out. Also, I'm pretty sure the worms shouldn't be that much dangerous, actually, I suppose, because they only want to eat dead flesh, not alive flesh, I guess, unless someone just managed to sneak inside your skin and will start to eat you from the inside. Hehehe. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's my contract. I need to put in some Vincent Price scary moments. At the exact moment you pull the ring out successfully, the light goes off and you find yourself once again surrounded by darkness. Wear the ring or put it in your pocket. This has suddenly become the Lord of the Rings. Why would I wear it? This doesn't make any sense at all. But I want to try it still. Maybe I can have the vision of Frodo. Try to wear the ring, only to find out it is too small to fit all fingers except one, your baby finger. It's a weird way to say that, but I guess it is the technical thing. Then you decide to leave the alley, trying not to make much noise, which proves to be a challenge since you can barely see what you are stepping on. Precisely hit the button when across it. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm hitting it. You feel the ground slippery under your feet. Oh, I failed? Fuck! I didn't think I would have failed. Under your feet and you lose balance, falling backwards. So using your arms and your right leg, you manage not to fall, but you make a lot of noise. As soon as you put yourself up, the light on the window appears again. Fuck! You son of a bitch, I'm calling the cops. Oh, come on, motherfucker. I mean, there's been a murder and you didn't care? Now that I'm here, you would just fucking asshole. You quickly make your way back to the street, still deserted. If that bastard is not bluffing you, better get out before the cops show up. You see a payphone down the street from which you can call a cab, and also a bus stop, but that may take a while. There is no subway station in sight, maybe up ahead. I want to try to keep walking. I mean, if I call a cab, I still need to wait for it, so I think it's better if I get out of here as soon as possible. Keep walking. Chapter complete. Okay, these are my stats. Got a flashback? No. Oh, what? Oh, that's it? Oh no, I want to play more. Okay, I will try to see what I can do more. Let's see, restart, see you in a bit. Okay, so I called the cab, but let's see how this will go. You approach the payphone. It's been a long time since you used one of these. Get it off the hook and, for your surprise, it seems to be working. You reach out your pocket for the wallet, hoping to have some coins for the call. As you open it, you see a picture of yourself on a hospital card. Randolph Carter Hospital, Richard Forben. Oh, it's time for the flashback! Or flashback, I guess. Flashback? You're standing in front of a door made of smoky glass. Your hands are shaking and you're sweating. Mom spaghetti. You're staring at your feet, trying to gather courage. There is something you have never done before. Oh, okay. You raise your hand and the writing on the door says William Hayward, MD. And you knock 3 times. Come inside, a voice calls. As you reach to open the door, you feel the doorknob cold as ice. It rapidly spreads through your arm on a chilling sensation. Oh, Richard, it's you. Come here, have a seat. You approach his desk and do as he says. So, how is she? He asks. The hand you're talking about? You know better than I do. You're her doctor. That's not what I meant, Richard. She's fine. I mean, as fine as can be. She almost seems resigned, and a little dead too, and also stole her ring. It is a tough fight, but it can be. You don't need to give me this crap. Will, I know our chances. He stares at you for a moment. You have known each other for years. Does he have any idea what's going on inside your mind right now? Would he understand? And how about you? How are you holding up, Richard? He does. You can see it in his expression. Then why is it so difficult to ask? Yeah, about that. You take an envelope from your pocket and hand it to him. He takes it and opens without looking at you. Who are these for? He asks after reading the paper. For me. Jesus, Richard. He shakes his head. You know this is against the... What? Against the what? Yes, fuck the regulation, that's why I'm asking you. A friend. He lowers his head, takes a pen and signs the prescription. You take it and start walking towards the door. I wonder if she has cancer and is trying to ease her pain and perhaps... Sorry, I have still remnants of the cough. And the cups, I guess. Perhaps he prescribed him either a painkiller or a poison to, to ease the pain for... let's see. You don't have to walk down this road, he says. Thank you, Will. Let's return to the cab. Who's waiting for me, brah? It's a weird feeling, like you are learning something that you already knew, but was somehow long forgotten. The reality of you being a doctor. Oh, I was the doctor, actually. Okay. Seems very distant now. Even the reality of your day-to-day life, like it was all just a dream. And I'm pretty sure it was. You were actually the hand of the lady all the time long. And all that weird talk with Andrew, you can't quite recall the context. Whom were you talking about? It's all very fuzzy. Despite not being a neurologist, you are aware that confusion and amnesia are both symptoms commonly associated with head concussion, so maybe that's a plausible explanation, even though you're not feeling any pain on your head right now. You have never seen cases like this before. Maybe it is a better idea to go to your hospital before you go home, so you can perform some exams and make sure everything is okay. Okay. You find a few coins in your wallet, probably enough for a short phone call. You also find a card from a taxi company. Taxi by night, it says. You have no idea where it came from, but it seems rather appropriate. Okay, premium private taxi, romantic tours, city tours, all night events. That's what I'm talking about. Let's dial. I want to see what the cab will say. The card says 5557AX1. That's just terrible mnemonic. Why do they even bother with these things? Just put the damn number already. You insert the coins and dial. Someone picks up right away. Yes? Hello, I need a cab on... You look around and find a street sign. Providence Street, number 56. It'll be there in 10 minutes. That's a lot of time. The guy has a strange accent that you cannot identify. Maybe German or something. You hang up and wait. The street is so quiet and lifeless that it gives you the chills. It feels like there is no other living creature in miles. You wonder how it looks during daytime. After 5 long minutes, he finally arrives. The car doesn't look like a cab at all. It looks like a sausage bun. I don't know, something random. It's a 10-year-old Chevrolet model that is now out of the line. But it does look like it has been well maintained, unlike most cabs. The only thing that announces it as a taxi is the rear window, where it advertises something similar to what you've read on the card. Taxi by night, premium private taxi, romantic tours, city tours, all night events. Look inside. All windows are pitch black, and you can only see the driver through the smoky windshield. He's a white man, probably around his 30s, with a ring on his nose and a tattoo on the top of the head. Just the right fellow to which you would share a cab ride in the middle of the night. Enter the cab. Chapter complete. Okay, that's nice. Next chapter, taxi. Visit scenes. Okay, I want to try to see if there are other endings. Again, see you in a bit. Okay, this time around, right at the beginning, I just walked through the alley, so I didn't see anything of the dead lady in there. Or the hand, actually, the dead hand. So let's see what can await us. You walk down the street, your steps echoing in the night. Every damn door and window are dead shut, most with chains and padlocks. Up ahead you see a bus stop, and in the corner next to it there is a payphone. Maybe if you go home and relax a while, you can remember something or at least understand why you blacked out. Okay, let's wait for a bus this time. Another one bites the bus. Another one rides the bus, just as Weird Al Yankovic. You sit on the bus stop for half an hour until you can't stand the terrible, uncomfortable bench anymore. They build these things uncomfortable so that homeless people can sleep on them, but they forget it should also serve its main goal, sitting. After another 10 minutes, standing up you're ready to give up waiting, just when a bus shows up a few blocks away. As it gets closer you can read the display. It says downtown. It's probably heading to the central station. Or maybe it's going to downtown funk you up. Perhaps. Your house is not far from it, but you probably don't have a better option, so might as well get this one. Oh, why can't I use this? Keep walking on. Get on the bus, why not? Oh, that's it? Okay, this time around I just did all the things actually. Okay, let's restart and again. Okay, this time around I kicking the garbage can. You stand erect and take a deep breath, prepare to kick on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, kick. Is it good? The sound of your boot against the metal explodes in the quiet night like a gunshot. You see an awkward shadow jumping out of the garbage can as it slides towards the wall, the metal scraping loudly against the floor. For a moment you look around, trying to locate the thing, but it's almost impossible to distinguish anything amidst darkness. You decide to go back to the street. Okay. As you turn your back to leave the alley, a beam of light is cast upon it. You immediately find the source, a window high on the left wall, maybe the 3rd floor, probably someone attracted by the noise you just made. You could use the light to search for the shadow or just go back for the street. Let's go for the shadow then. Let's see, do I had already done this? The light is just enough so that you can start to discern things a little better, and you promptly find what you're looking for, the awkward shadow cast on the right wall. It reminds you of a dog, but all twisted and very frightening looking. The legs and tail are incredibly long, the body is very skinny. I guess this is not a dog. Have you ever heard of cats? The head has an awkward elongated shape, ending up on what appears to be short tentacles. Okay. Well, this is the scariest, how can I say, representation of a cat I've ever seen. You can't see the creature itself because it is behind a stack of crates. You can easily go around or kick them. At this point, however, you are not sure if you really want to see it. I'll kick the crates because fuck cats. Yeah, there it goes. The sound of your shoe against the wood echoes in the night. Some of the junk on top of the crates fall to the ground, and we hear a glass bottle breaking into pieces. The thing jumps off the crates and runs deep into the alley, vanishing in the darkness. From the glimpse you got, it really looked like an ordinary street cat, all skinny and wary. Apparently he was holding something on his mouth, but it fell when he ran into the darkness. As you approach to see what it is, you hear a loud and grave voice coming from above. Who the fuck is down there? Fucking bastard making noise in the middle of the night. You get the hell out of here before I call the damn cops. Probably. You look up and see the guy on the window, a big and bold black man, going back inside. Lean while the light is on. No, examine what the cat dropped. A severed human hand. This time around, I actually took the ring and then I'm sitting here waiting for the bus. You sit on the bus stop to wait in one of those terribly uncomfortable benches. They build these things uncomfortable so beggars can't sleep on them. Okay, after only 5 minutes waiting, you hear something coming, but you're disappointed to see it's not a bus, it's a police car. Stay sitting, I mean, it's the least criminal thing you could do. Does this mean the guy really called the cops, or is it just a regular patrol? You stay put, trying to look as natural as possible. The car slows down as it passes by, and the cop inside takes a good look at you. After that, the car turns the corner, heading into the street where you came from. Are they headed to the alley? No, I might keep waiting for the bus. You keep waiting for another 10 minutes or so, and then the police car shows up again, coming in your direction. Sit still, let's try to be cool, okay? The police car slows down as it approaches, until it stops right in front of you. "Good night, sir," says one of the cops, a skinny type. "For how long have you been sitting here tonight?" "Let's say... about 15 minutes? The cop stares at you for a moment, then he looks left and right. The street is still a desert. "Have you seen or heard anything out of the usual in this period of time?" "Play dumb, deny... let's tell the truth, why not? I found the body part on an alley nearby, but I got scared and ran away." "Close enough." The cop gets out of the car with a gun in hand, but not pointing at you. "Sir, I have to ask you to come with us to the police station. There's been a crime nearby and you are a potential witness." "Okay, let's be cool." You approach the payphone. It's been a long time since you used one of these. Okay. So you actually go for the cab again. Why? "I actually wanted to go to the police station." Oh, this is the cat we were talking about all this time. Okay, this is nice. This is the shot that we were afraid of. Look at that. Okay, skinny cat. Skinny cat. He's holding something in his mouth. We know what's going on here, but they actually want to examine the hand. This time around I want to try and take the ring, but using broken glass to cut it off. -1 sanity. You take it from the ground. It's a very unnecessary thing, but okay. You take from the ground a bottle broken in half with nasty and pointy edges and use it to hit the finger. The lean finger does not offer much of a resistance, and after 3 hits, it is detached from the hand. There is no blood, it's probably all drained out or dry by now, and you manage to remove the ring without getting your hands dirty. Let's wear the ring, why not? Okay, it's time to go sneaky, if I manage to this time. Oh, actually did that. Okay, but actually now, oh, that's bad, I wanted to be incriminated. Why not? Keep walking, and that's it. Oh, okay. Now that they have the light on and the guy is awake, actually search the can. Amidst the rest of food and broken bottles, you can clearly identify 2 human limbs: a leg, only visible from the knee below, and an arm, severed on the shoulder, and on the wrist, the radius and ulna about 3 inches exposed. I feel something gnaw the flesh around it. Oh, so there was more actually. You instinctively step back, covering your nose and mouth with your arm and looking away. "Hey, you down there!" an angry voice shouts at you. "I can see you, motherfucker. You better get the fuck out, cause I'm calling them cops. Shit. There's a fucking body here, bruh. Okay?" His eyes widen as he hears your words. "Sick motherfucker." After saying those words, he goes back inside and closes the window. You figure he's either going to call the police or he's coming down to kick your ass. Okay, let's wait for him and I'm gonna kick his ass. So keep waiting for something to happen. The guy never shows up, but his light is still on. After 10 minutes of silent solitude, you hear an engine roaring, and soon after that, you see blue and red lights alternating on the streets, so he did call the police after all. I actually would like to hide in the alley. Let's see. You hide the best you can, mixing yourself among the trash and the darkness. A few moments later, you hear a cab stopping just outside the alley. Some words are said, but you can't understand. After that, a car door is open. Fine, I'll go, you hear someone saying. You see a beam of light tearing through the alley, aiming right next to you, to your hiding spot, probably out of a flashlight carried by the cop. The light wanders a little bit, then it vanishes. There's nothing here, I told you, says the same voice. You barely entered the alley, Stanley. Have you some guts, will ya? The light starts moving again. You lower your head, trying to shrink as much as possible while you hear the steps getting closer. There, happy now? You hear his voice, closer than you thought. You open your eyes just enough to get a glimpse of his feet. He's right by your side. You are covered by some trash, so he probably didn't notice you in the dark. But in a way, he will miss you if he points the light at you. Bet you $10 it was a shithead junkie. He's probably a mile from here now, says the voice close by. Yeah, right. You keep you $10? Your $10 and get back in the car. Let's go get something to eat. The cop turns around and walks out of the alley. You keep still for a few more minutes until you can't hear the car anymore, and then you feel safe to leave the alley. It's probably better to leave this scene as quickly as possible. Okay, you walk the street. Okay, I think we know this. Yeah, we've been there already. Okay, so let's wait for the bus and for the police car, and let's start to run away. You start running as fast as you can. When you reach the corner, you can see the police car, no more than 200 feet away. Knowing you have been spotted, you keep running full speed, desperately trying to find an escape route. The police siren turns on, the high-pitched sound tearing the night apart, and warning you how close they are getting. You can't find anywhere to run. You expect to be shot at any minute. Shot? Why? I've done nothing wrong yet. You expect to be shot at any minute now. Suddenly the car passes by your side and you slow down, ready to give up. And the car keeps going, and for one moment you believe it was not after you, that it was all just paranoia. But then the car turns sideways, the tires burning out on the asphalt, and the cop on the passenger seat comes out, pointing a gun at you from over the roof. Freeze and put your hands up or we'll shoot you. You look around, searching for a way out, and the only thing you can find is a narrow alley on the other side of the street. This may work, but you will probably be shot at on your way. Maybe it's a better idea to just turn yourself in and try to explain the situation. And then we will choose to run into the narrow alley. You put your hands up. The cop with the gun starts to walk around the car to approach you. And then you run, probably faster than you ever ran before. But 20 feet never seemed such a long distance as it did now. You hear a gunshot exploding in the night. You close your eyes on reflex, soon to realize it missed you. You keep on running. The alley is just a few steps away. Another shot. You feel something burning on your leg. For one moment you almost lose your balance, but you manage to keep running and enter the narrow alley. Knowing you are not safe, you keep running on the dark, bumping into boxes and trash cans, until you hit something more solid. A wall. Climb the wall. If I manage. And done. You jump against the wall as high as you can, successfully getting a grip on the top. The slippery, humid surface of the wall makes it harder to climb, but you manage to pull yourself up using just your arms. You jump to the other side and land on a pile of trash. Damn it! You hear the policeman curse from the other side of the wall. You leave the alley and find yourself on a street similar to the one you were at a few moments ago. The police siren is on and you know they are coming your way. You can't stay on the streets. You start running through alleys, one block after the other, always alert for the siren or for anyone that might see you. After a few minutes running aimlessly and turning several corners, a rather unusual building catches your attention. A beautiful Gothic church, all built in grey stone. The huge windows with pointed arches and round flower-like trappings under short gabled roofs separated the entrance from the 3-story-high bell tower. The large wooden door on the entrance is open, shedding a beacon of light on the street. For my repentance. You find it a little odd for a church to be open at this time, lights on and everything. Were they waiting for you to make you confess the murder? The church itself looks a little out of place in this neighborhood. could very well be located in the countryside of Scotland. There's also a payphone right on the front of it, but that doesn't seem like a good idea now. You can still hear the signs far away. Maybe we should go inside for a while until things cool off. Okay, let's enter the church. Nothing can go wrong in it. We're not a child anymore. Oh, god damn it. I wanted to know how it went. Thick. Okay, so I think that was enough for now. There's many variables this game. I really enjoyed it. At least I can escape the gap. Actually, if you want to play more of this game, you have to behave badly, and I like it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. Thank you very much to developers for making this game. And yeah, it was a very nice experience. Well, very well written. There's a bit of horror, a bit of creepy atmosphere. But it's also very pleasant to watch and read. And hopefully you enjoyed my voice as well, probably. And I thank you especially for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you thought of this game. Feel free to suggest me some others I should play for you. Let me know if you want to hear me reading more stories like this. It's always a pleasure to do that. And also, I wish the developers the best of luck in completing the project, because it seems very interesting, and I like the fact that it is a bit interactive as well. So very good job on that. And all in all, we will see each other again in the next video I will make. And remember, if you can't sleep, the cats are gonna eat thy hands. Bastard cats, good night.